everyone, and welcome back to Long Story Short with me, your host, Nicole Pellegrino. I am so excited to be back with you guys. It is officially Baby Watch week. I am recording this the day before it's being released because I like to live life dangerously. Ow, ow, ow. My baby is ferociously kicking. She has been forever, but like especially these past couple days. I think I'm having contractions. It would be really fitting if I went into labor while recording this episode. How iconic would that be? I like low-key hope it happens. Not low-key, I high-key hope it happens. Listen, my due date is technically not until the 25th, so we've still got like, what, a week? Yeah, a week from today. My due date's a week from today, from right now. But in my eyes, I'm due right now because, truth be told, I'm really trying to get induced early. I've been learning from other mothers that that's kind of the move. Like at 39 weeks, I'm exactly 39 weeks. It just, for me and my life right now, I would love to be induced. I would just love. I'm kind of debating if I want to let you guys know exactly like when I'm going into labor, because I kind of don't want to do that because I just don't want people being like, oh my God, like, how's it going? Like, where are you in the process? Not that you guys will like bombard me. It's honestly more like my friends and family that I'll probably let you guys know and not let them know somehow. Anyways, I'm out of breath. I'm really, really, really pregnant and it's not comfy. It's really not comfy. My latest thing with sleep, you guys know sleep has been a struggle for the past year for me of being pregnant. And I really do feel like I've been pregnant for a full 12 months. It's been longer than 9 somehow. My latest thing with sleep is that I go numb in the night. No matter what side I'm on, right or left, I wake up and that side is just numb. My arms, my legs, my feet, my hands, just numbness. And I just wake up like in pain and tightness, like everything's just hard and tight. And this whole week, every time I get a cramp, I'm like, is it labor or is it a cramp? Is it labor or is it gas pains? Is it labor or is my body just acting up? This is my first time doing this. Like, how am I supposed to know what a real contraction feels like? I think I contract all the time. I think I'm contracting right now while talking to you. Like, I really don't know what I'm supposed to be expecting in terms of a contraction. And apparently your water doesn't break before the contractions all the time, which would make it a lot easier. I just wish like a ton of water would break. Then I'd be like, okay, labor begins now. And there's all these things that you can like, I've been Googling, there's like early labor. Like you can have like labor contractions like a week before you actually give birth. Like don't quote me on that. I don't know. It's really confusing. Everybody's like, oh, it's the timing of your contractions. And I'm like, well, again, I have a random cramp / contraction, I don't know, every 8 seconds. So am I in labor? I don't know. So anyways, I had to get all dolled up, makeup and hair. I have fake eyelashes on for something this morning. I can't say yet. I'm so annoying. But so that's why I kind of decided to record this because I was like, when else this week am I getting all dolled up? Oh my God. Ow, 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 ow. She's kicking. She's kicking right in my side. Some of you might be wondering, what have I been doing to speed the process along? Which, if you had asked me like 3-4 weeks ago, hey, Nicole, at 39 weeks, are you going to be like doing the things to speed things along? I remember I recorded an episode being like, you know, I'm not ready. I know my due date's coming up, but I'm not ready just yet, mentally, physically, whatever. Well, guess what? I'm ready, and I so see why women at 38 and 39 weeks start doing all the things to induce labor naturally. Like now I see. I used to watch videos of moms getting like foot massages and curb walking and eating certain things and being like, why are they trying to give birth already? Like, aren't they just going to let it happen? Nope. Like, if I could, I would wave a magic wand and go into labor right now with this full beat on my face. Not right now, like, give myself some time to get to the hospital, you know? Wait, also, side note, sorry, I'm all over the place. You're just going to have to deal with it. How cute is Louis right next to me? He's being that's how I think I'm going into labor, because he's being very clingy today. So maybe he knows it too. He just came up here. He never does this. Other than last week, he did it with Nancy Mello, and I hope you guys listened to that. That was my pet psychic episode. Yesterday, this is a vulnerable moment with you guys. I had a full-on breakdown, bawling, crying, snot everywhere, one of my nostrils, blood everywhere, which that's a pregnancy symptom for me. I'm sure for some of you too. My nose just bleeds at random points throughout the day, especially in the morning though. I was bawling my freaking eyes out for like a good 30 minutes. Mike had to console me. Like, it was like panic attack bawling. Like, I couldn't catch my breath. Long story short, I was trying to link something for you all on my Insta story on Amazon. And I discovered that last week I changed my email address for my Amazon account. Somehow that triggered World War III in Amazon world. And it deleted my whole entire Amazon storefront that I have been curating and working on ever since I started doing this whole online social media thing, which I was like, it's an opportunity to start fresh. That's for sure. I'm going to start fresh, linking my favorite Amazon items for you guys. But I was just like, do we have to do this week that I'm about to give birth any second now? Like, really? Do I have to start this new project this week? And like, we have Black Friday coming up. We've got holidays coming up. Like, really, as an influencer, it's the prime time to be linking things on Amazon and other platforms. But I was just like, come on, Amazon. And it wasn't even that I was on the phone and chat with customer service, which, mind you, lovely people. It's not their fault. I'm really nice to customer service people because it's never their fault. They were trying to help me. I was on with them for 3 hours and we got nowhere. Like, basically Amazon was like, your account's been deleted permanently. You have to start from scratch. It was funny because by the fourth customer service person I'm talking to, right? Like, how they pass you around to different departments and everything. This one woman, she was very sweet. I was so upset at this point. I could not even get the words out to explain the issue to her. I was like, ma'am, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm giving birth any second now. I'm 9 months pregnant, 10 months. I don't even know how many months pregnant. And I'm just so frustrated. And I'm sorry. And I literally could not get the words out though. Like, Mike was like, take a deep breath. The woman on the customer service woman, my friends and I were saying they probably recorded my phone call. And that's probably like what they use in their trainings, being like, now this is how to deal with a customer going through a psychotic episode. And they probably are using that. This Olipop ginger ale hits the spot. Yeah. And then I Googled, because like I cry all the time, right? Especially pregnant. I am an emotional person. That's my baseline. But I Googled getting extremely emotional before labor. And a lot of people on like Reddit and stuff were like, yeah, this is a thing. Like, a couple days leading up to your labor, you get really, really emotional or really upset over like nothing. Even though this was something, like my Amazon storefront getting fucking deleted, that's something. Anywho, I'm having a contraction right now, I think. I don't know. How can you tell the difference between a regular cramp and a contraction? Yeah, I had organizers come over and organize the entire downstairs, the kitchen, the closet, the living room, the baby area, that whole thing. They're amazing. They're called Heart and Company. They do like this whole area, North Jersey, New York City. I'll have to show you guys more about that on social and I'll do a video. What else? Nursery is pretty much ready. I printed out her little prints for the wall. I need to film that and do a whole reveal. There's still a couple little things I'm waiting on to come in. And then we're doing a reveal. Okay, I promise it's coming. I wanted to do the reveal before giving birth, but at this rate, it's looking like it might have to be after. So apologies on that. I have set up in the downstairs bathroom mainly. I need to do the upstairs one, like a little postpartum station with like the witch hazel pads, the ice packs from Frida Mom, the disposable underwear / adult diaper things that I'm apparently going to be wearing for months. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, you basically have to build like a little concoction in a pad when you're postpartum. Like, you do an ice pack, 3 witch hazel pads, some relief foam, and something else, and I wrap it all up in a diaper on your vagina. So those are ready in my bathrooms, my little postpartum stations. I just have these little baskets from Amazon that like sit up on the toilet. So we're going to put them in those. Oh, we're just going to be TMI today, okay? Because you guys don't care. Hemorrhoids, those are fun. Are we getting those pregnant? Because I think it was last week, I went to Walgreens and got every hemorrhoid treatment you could ever imagine. And it really did work healing me, thank God. There was one day where I couldn't physically exist or sit down. And I took a peek down there because I haven't looked down there in forever. I had to do a maneuver to look in the mirror. And let's just say it wasn't pretty. It was a sight I've never seen in my life. Yeah, pregnancy is really glamorous. Yeah, but we're all girls here. Louis is like literally snoring next to me. It's really cute. No, but I really am feeling ready. I got a cart, like a postpartum cart that's going to have like my little diaper caddy on it with like diapers, burp cloths, that kind of thing, wipes, and then my breast pump, my Spectra. Everything is sterilized, which I did get a DM from somebody saying like, oh, well, the sterilization only lasts for 24 hours, so you have to redo. No, what? Like, no, I'm not doing it again. I'm not. Like, she's going to have to be okay. Okay? Because I already sterilized everything, and I'm not fucking doing it again. No, I don't know. Let me know if you guys know about that. Oh, bassinet. I did decide on a bassinet. We went with the Halo Swivel. That was highly recommended by a lot of you guys. It's in the nursery right now because it was bedside, but I like couldn't deal with it being here because it is fairly large, which is fine. Like, I'd rather it be large than too small, but whatever. It's a bassinet. I'm sure any other one I would not want in the bedroom yet either because the baby's not here yet, but it's the Swivel Sleeper by Halo, and it like has special buttons on it. So I'm excited about that. But I told Mike to get it out of my life until we need it. So it's in the nursery, just standing in the middle of the room. But it's built. The Nanit is pretty much set up. We have to like hook it up on our phones. The baby monitor that's overlooking the crib. My thing is, I haven't taken the time to like play around with stuff. Like, I don't know how to turn my Spectra pump on. I don't really know how to like use a lot of my things. Like, I still have to set up the baby's like humidifier in the nursery and the Hatch sound machine in there. Like, I still have to kind of set those things up, but I might just do that when she's here. I'm not gonna like set up a noisemaker right now to make noise for nothing. And she'll be sleeping in our room, so might just use my good old Hatch alarm clock. I don't know. I'm gonna like, there's only so much setup I can do. I've packed the hospital bags. I packed a lot in that. I think I took out a pair of my pajamas because I've been told by many moms I don't need that much clothes for myself. I'm going to be in like gowns and diapers. And then I put in a couple more swaddles for the baby, but took out some onesies because apparently we're just swaddling them in hospitals, really, and not really like changing clothes on her a lot. I don't know. We'll see. And apparently the hospital supplies everything. I get it. Diapers, wipes, etc. Postpartum tools for the vag. But I wanted to bring some of my own stuff. Like, Coterie sent me diapers and wipes. How am I not going to bring those? They're like so nice. Oh, random shout out to this company, Waverless. Sent me the cutest, softest, like swaddles and matching robe and pajamas for mom. I'm packing those. They're really pretty. It's like this pink floral pattern with this like really soft hat for the baby. Yeah, hospital bags are packed though. Mike still needs to like finish packing his. I just didn't have the mental capacity to pack his for him. I just was like, I don't know what the dad is supposed to bring to the hospital some sweats, and a toothbrush. I have other toiletries. Mike did read somewhere that Dad is supposed to pack snacks for us, so he ordered all of our favorite healthy snacks from Target yesterday. But then I got a bunch of DMs from people, from you guys being like, oh no, but you can't eat those snacks. Like, you're not going to be able to eat solid foods once you get that epidural. But like, before that, can I eat? After that, can I eat, So I don't know. There's a thing of bone broth in there, which a lot of you were like, get 20 more of those because that's all you can eat because you can only do like liquids. So I might be bringing some more bone broth to the hospital with me. At this point, I'm just like ready to rock and roll. A lot of you have asked me about a birth plan. As we know, I don't plan things, let alone births. So like, do I have birth preferences? Oh, for sure. Do I have, if God willing, I successfully get induced a couple days before my due date / like TBD when, it's a long story. If I'm able to get induced early, I have a whole rundown. I met with my sister-in-law, who's an OBGYN. She gave me this amazing induction 101, like crash course of what to expect, which once again, I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. Navi, if you're listening, we need you to come on. We call it Navi's Induction Boot Camp. Mike and I called it that. We FaceTimed with her. Mike was able to ask questions. I mean, she starts with the beginning stages of what to expect when you're getting induced, down to each step, down to what I should be doing during each step, what Mike should be doing to help and support me during each step, and what to expect and what kind of pain to expect and what to say and ask the doctors during each step, and when to eat a meal before or after. And it just was so helpful. And I wrote everything down. Sorry, my bra is really tight. I'm just sitting in the most uncomfortable position. 1 second. It's really so hard to get comfortable this pregnant. I can't do this anymore, you guys. Like, for example, once I have the epidural, apparently every 45 minutes, I really need to make sure I'm rotating on the bed. And I'll have a peanut ball in between my legs. That's something I want. And the nurse will come in to reposition me, but kind of if she's super busy, because at this rate, I'm giving birth on freaking Thanksgiving week. So there'll probably be one nurse on call for 20 patients, knowing my luck. Apparently Mike, one of his key jobs is to help and make sure I'm rotating every 45 minutes, left to right, to middle, to back. I don't know. No, she told me all this helpful stuff, when to take a 30-minute break to brush my teeth and eat and freshen up and stuff. Eat a meal before epidural or Pitocin, little things like that. I'm so excited to have the knowledge of. She told me what to expect if and when I have to get Pitocin. Oh, she was telling me little tips and tricks to decrease tearing too, which obviously the doctors will help do and the nurses will help do as well. But I made Mike give me a perineal massage. He is hearing me say this right now. He's probably like, Nikki, please keep one thing private, would you? Let's just say it's a crazy thing. So I went to this event with Pure Mama, a wonderful brand that does these all natural motherhood pregnancy products. Their belly oil is my new favorite belly oil. I've been using it honestly on my belly and all over my body. My skin just drinks it up. They gave me all this stuff. They have a really good nipple butter. They have this magnesium rub that I put on at night now. They have a perineal massage oil. And I was like, oh, so we've got to use this, Mike. You've got to start loosening up my perineal, okay? So I can decrease tearing. So I'm Googling on TikTok and YouTube how to perineal massage. Mike is like, this is insane. You basically just stretch out the vagina essentially. And I could probably do it myself, but I was like, it's more fun if he does it, it sounds sexual. This wasn't a sexual process at all. Let's just say opposite. If we were in the mood already, it kind of got us out. So I'm laying on the bed, literally right here, legs wide open. I'm like, Mike, okay, time to work your magic. Mike is down there. I don't know what it looks like down there. I haven't looked at it in God knows how long. I can't see down there. I don't know if there's hair. I don't think there's much hair because I really do still try to shave, but there's bound to be some spots missed. What I do think is that everything's just very like swollen, probably discolored. There's just a lot of pressure and blood rushing to the area at all times. And Mike starts like stretching the vag and he gets like really sweaty all of a sudden. Like I'm looking around in the room. I'm like, I'm usually the sweaty one in here, but it's not hot. If anything, it was like chilly. And I'm like, are you okay? He turns like white as a ghost and really sweaty. And he's like, I hold on. I just pictured like a baby coming out of here. And I'm like, okay, first of all, what? Why are you picturing that right now? And second of all, like, yeah, I guess the baby's going to come out of there and you're going to have to be there. You're going to be front and center for the show. And Mike has never been good with like anything medical, blood, cuts, wounds, anything. I could stare at blood, cuts, and wounds all day. I think it's because my family comes from a medical background. Hold on. I think I'm having a contraction. Am I going into labor? Okay. But yeah, so I'm fine with that stuff. Mike has never been good with that stuff. And so he just started freaking out. And he was like, almost like having a panic attack in a way. And I was like, oh God, okay. Like we'll take a break for a second. And then he was fine after and like kept doing the movements. And mind you, it wasn't comfy for me. But we were telling my sister-in-law and I was like laughing about it. And she was like, no, this is actually, we actually told our doctor too in our following appointment. And both my sister-in-law and our doctor were like, this is such a common thing we see from men just getting like freaked out. It's some sort of reaction they call something. There's a medical term for it. But they were like, basically like when mom is giving birth, we usually have dad like sit in a chair, especially like when they're giving the epidural, because the dad can literally pass out, which is wild. And like, if anybody's going to pass out, honestly, Mike will. So yeah, moral of that story is if your husband is a little bit squeamish when it comes to medical things, beware. That was the one time we did the perineal massage. Who knows if we'll try it again. Oh, I've been eating the dates every day. I've been drinking the raspberry leaf tea. My doctor said my cervix is looking soft. I'm really ready to get this baby out. I got an intense foot massage on Sunday. And then the day before that, I got a crazy like prenatal massage. I was like, this'll do it. This'll put me into labor. Still not in labor. So I don't know. My neighbor went to one massage place that like literally put her into labor. So I might try that. The ultrasound tech that looked at our baby last week was like, she looks really comfy in there. And I was like, really, honey? Come on, just let's skedaddle. So what can you guys expect from me and this podcast moving forward? Good question. I have some amazing episodes with some amazing guests pre-recorded for you because when I do inevitably go into labor in the next couple days, hopefully in the next week or so, I don't have the time right away. I can barely keep up with the show as is, not taking care of a newborn baby. I know myself. I needed to plan ahead. I still have to edit the episodes and like schedule them out and whatnot. Don't know when I'm supposed to do that, but I have them recorded with some incredible guests. You guys will truly love them, I promise. They're about all different topics. So I'm gonna have those out for you guys in my postpartum era. I'm also gonna be wanting to document my postpartum era for you guys because I just know that that's such a key time that a lot of you are going through, about to go through, have gone through, or just curious about. So I do want to capture my thoughts in real time postpartum, whether I'm posting them like the next day like this or not, TBD. We'll see like how much time I really have or lack thereof. I'm gonna do like a whole birth story episode while it's still fresh in my mind, like postpartum check-in, that kind of stuff. And then eventually I'll get back to doing like more timely guest episodes like in the studio and whatnot. I do know that I love the timing of this baby more and more all the time because I just get to have a cuddly newborn during the holidays. Like, yes, holidays are a lot, like I get that, but I feel like this timing is perfect because even like work-wise, the pressure to be performing at work is off because nobody really works in December anyways. So even like Mike, he's like, he still wants to like check in on work and, you know, that whole thing. The men never really fully take off, do they? Well, some might, but I'm like, it's kind of nice because it's not like anybody's really ramping up in December, you know, it's people take off in December. It's pretty nice. But like in the new year, we're hitting the ground running. This podcast is going to the moon, okay? You and me are taking it there. If you guys are loving the show, please do a pregnant woman a solid. Leave a review on Apple, on Spotify. You can follow. You can give a 5-star review there, I think. You can engage, just like engage in any way, okay? In a positive manner. Before I get into the AMA questions, I want to do a quick segment with you guys. I had you all submit submissions on Instagram for the rudest / like most unhinged things people have said to you while being pregnant because it was inspired by a little story from myself. Basically, a couple weeks ago when I went to this Nuna and Pure Mama event, I was leaving. I had a Nuna stroller with me pushing their new travel system. It's amazing. And there was no baby in the stroller, obviously. It was just the stroller. Long story short, if you didn't see my Insta story about this elderly woman that could only resemble Livia Soprano, Tony Soprano's mom on the show, same energy, same downer, negative energy, marches over to me, scowl on her face. And granted, normally I'm a sucker for an elderly person. I love the elders. Ask Mike. I'm obsessed with old people, man, woman, whoever. Not this one. She marches right over. Now she's with a guy who looks to be like in his 30s or 40s, appears to be a normal guy. I don't know if it was a son, a grandson, a young lover. I don't know. But this guy was as good as useless because he was a mute. He didn't speak. This woman walks over, opens the stroller because like I had the little flap thing down, and kind of like as she's reaching for it, I'm kind of like caught off guard, and I just like kind of laughed awkwardly, and I was like, oh, there's no baby in there. It's just a stroller. And I had like stuff in it from the event too, like other products. She opens it and she's like, oh. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, if there were a baby in there, you just touched the stroller and like tried to look at my baby. Like, okay, what? Weird. Anyways. And I'm like, whatever. She's an old lady. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because I'm too nice. So I'm like, yeah, there's no baby in there. And she just kind of like looks at me, sees my massive belly because at this point I'm 38 weeks. And I was wearing these like satin silk pants, like lower waisted, and a sweater, and it kept like my belly just kept popping out. I can't help it. It is so big at this point. Like even if I try to tuck it away, I can't. And mind you, with the outfit, it honestly looked better popped out. All the girls at the event were like, no, I like it out. Keep it out. So I was keeping it out, but it kept popping out regardless. Sorry. This woman looks right at my belly and goes, won't the baby be cold outside with your belly out like that? I literally was like, are we in the same atmosphere right now? It's 70 degrees out. It was like a warm day. It was one of those random warm days a couple weeks ago that was like 60 something degrees. Like I had a jacket with me, but the jacket I was sweating in the jacket and the sweater. And I just kind of like laughed awkwardly again. And at this point we're getting on the elevator to go down. And it was an old building in New York City. It's taken forever. This elevator rickety thing was taking its sweet time. I just kind of awkwardly laughed and I was like, oh no, I don't think the baby will get cold. I forget what I said back. I'm looking at the guy she's with. Again, we don't know if it's a son, a young lover, or grandson, whoever. He's just like awkwardly like giggling. And I'm like, okay, reel her in, but okay. And so I'm just like, no, the baby will be fine. And then she goes, oh, okay, like scowls, clearly like judging. And she goes, well, she said something along the lines of like, how pregnant are you? You look ready to give birth now. I was just like, yeah, I'm 38 weeks. Like, could give birth any second. I'm at the end. And she was like, yeah, you look like you could now. And I'm at this point, I'm getting angry, and I don't get angry, especially at the elderly. But like, I'm just like, this woman is the definition of no filter. Then she proceeds to like ask about the stroller. There were other people in the elevator at this point, so there were other witnesses. She's like, where'd you get this? And I was like, oh, I went to an event for the brand. I point to the Nuna sign. I'm like, it was an event for the brand. It was, I work in social media, so it was a bunch of other people who work in social media there, and they gave me this stroller. She literally turns to the mute that she's with and goes, ugh, that's so tacky. She goes, that's so tacky. Is nothing sacred anymore? Does everything have to be a marketing thing, even pregnancy? I'm like, at this point, I'm pissed because you just called me fat, said that I'm a bad mom who's making my baby cold, and insulted my career in one fell swoop. I literally looked at her. I go, hey, well, it pays the bills so I can give my future daughter the life that I want to give her. So, and at this point, thank God, the elevator fucking finally opens up, and I dart out, me, my stroller, and my big fat belly. And I just like was like, who is this devil woman? It was insane. Like, called me tacky. Moral of the story is that generation just doesn't get it sometimes. It was just crazy. I was like, I haven't had that interaction my entire pregnancy. So I asked you guys to submit some of the rudest things people have ever said to you while you were pregnant. I've never received so many submissions to a question box in my entire life. I'm just going to read through like some of them because there truly are hundreds, which is sad. People need to just be quiet and pipe down and shut their mouths. The most common one a lot of you were saying is people love to be like, is it twins? Like, when it's not twins in the belly. Like, what? I just am wondering what goes through people's minds when they're like, let me ask this pregnant woman if she's having twins. That is a direct calling you fat. Like, this person says they love to tell their own birth story. Like, please keep that to yourself. I kind of disagree with that one. I don't mind a birth story. A lot of people are like, I don't want to tell a soon-to-be mom going through birth soon a crazy birth story. Like, I guess I'm just very like realistic in that I understand some birth stories are insane, some are lovely, and I'm okay with being told all of them. I don't know, it doesn't freak me out as much, but I could see how that definitely gets annoying. Oh, a lot of you said people will just love to be like, how much weight have you gained? I'm sorry, since when are we allowed to ask that? Like, no. I would just be like, a lot, period. That's something I could ask to my best friends, but I would never just like go up to somebody and be like, how much weight have you gained? Like a lot, okay? After I vaginally birthed a 9-pound, 7-ounce baby, I was told it would have been worse if I were skinny. Cool. A lot of just like commenting on the body. My mom told me I looked like a beached whale at 35 weeks. I joke around and call myself a whale, and that's okay because it's like about myself. It's actually like not okay, honestly. My friends are like, you're pregnant. Stop calling yourself a whale. But like, can we just let pregnant women be pregnant? Let them gain the necessary weight that they need to gain? Like, why are we commenting on the body so much? I had a doctor tell me I don't get a gold star for giving birth unmedicated. Oh my God. This person, I have like gotten variations of this. This person said that somebody said to them, I think you're having a girl because they say that your face gets round and full when it's a girl. Yeah, that I've heard. I heard like variations of that. Like people will be like, oh, you're having a girl because I've heard girls steal your beauty. And it's like, so you're telling me my beauty's been stolen. Cool. This person said, My mother-in-law said she could tell I'm pregnant because my hips were wider. Wasn't even showing yet. Moms love to like have the knowledge preemptively of somebody being pregnant. So they'll sometimes just like retroactively say things like that and be like, I could tell because blah, blah, blah. And I just kind of like let them have that. It's all variations of commenting on a pregnant woman's body and just calling them fat. Oh, this person said it's annoying when people are like, you don't even look pregnant. I've gotten that a decent amount throughout my pregnancy. And it's definitely people trying to be so nice, or like if they didn't notice at first and then I like call it out, it's them trying to justify why they didn't say something first. Like if it is kind of obvious, if that makes sense, like they'll be like, oh my God, I didn't even see, you don't even look pregnant. I don't mind that one as much because it is people trying to be like nice and essentially saying like, you look skinny. But like, I don't know, I can see how it's annoying because like, then it kind of makes you think, it's like, well, should I look bigger? Like, is my baby growing? So let's just like, I just try not to comment on pregnant women. Like the one thing I will say to pregnant women, because I've gotten this myself and it feels fine, is I'll be like, oh, you look amazing. Or like, you are glowing. Like just simple like that. I think that's fine. Like you look amazing. Period. Or you're glowing. Other than that, I'm not going to be like, you're not showing at all. Because again, that could cause anxiety that like the mom doesn't need. This person says, this woman told me she could tell I was pregnant because my nose was getting bigger. That's a very like older generation thing to say. Oh, somebody just being like, wow, you're going to have a big baby. Again, calling my stomach huge. Cool. Somebody was told to measure their thighs weekly to make sure they aren't getting larger. No, thank you. I'll omit that one. This person says that 3 people at work asked, was it planned? She goes, I'm 35 and we'd been trying for a year. You don't ask somebody, especially a coworker, like, hey, congrats on being pregnant. Was it planned? No, they don't know you that. This person said that they told me they saw me on Zoom and figured I just got fat, but then realized I was actually pregnant. It's all about weight. People just are insane. This is crazy that these are real scenarios that you guys are dealing with out there in the field. I mean, the list goes on and on. I could do this all day, but you get the gist. People need to pipe down and be quiet. I'm going to answer some AMA questions. We're going to pivot over from that. This person says, how are you prepping your apartment for the baby? We're also in an apartment and need help making the space. We're lucky. We're in a large apartment with 2 bedrooms, which is unheard of up here. So like, I'm really trying to keep a lot of the baby stuff in her room. I have the behind the door organizer thing. I'll link it for you guys. It was from Amazon. I made room in the linen closet. The organizers, Heart and Company, love ya. They were showing us kind of like, you have to just make little areas or zones, they call it, for the babies. So like in the kitchen, we just had to get rid of a lot of stuff or put the random like water bottles that we want to keep but we're not using every day, like in a higher up, further away cabinet that we don't need. And then that way we have a free cabinet for all the bottles and pacifiers and all the baby stuff kind of all in one spot. I'll show you guys a visual. But the thing I noticed about getting rid of things, Mike said the same thing too. When you're doing it, it's like, oh, but what if I'll use that? I don't know. I might miss that thing. You get rid of it. You literally forgot that you even had it and you do not miss it. I'm telling you. So just like purge your stuff. You will not miss it. And if you find that you're a grown adult who likely has the money to rebuy it. I'm not saying go get rid of timeless jewelry pieces and heirlooms. Keep that stuff. But like the little random things, get rid. You're not going to miss them. That way you can make room for the baby. But yeah, I could talk about that a lot more. Are y'all doing a night nurse for the first few days? We do. We have a night nurse ready to go for, I think we're going to do 3 nights a week for those first couple weeks. I think the first month, then maybe like down to 2 nights a week for the next following couple weeks, maybe month, but like 6 to 8 weeks. right now. I think she's kind of flexible. So like if we're like, we need you more or less, who knows? But we do have that part-time night nurse, which I'm excited for. But I'm also like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I did like woke up the other morning from a dream that somebody tried to steal our newborn, and I was like freaking out, and I was like, oh, I should probably call all the references, because I had these like letters of recommendation about her, but I didn't actually like call the people. It was a whole thing. And so I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I need to talk to some real people. And moms are so amazing and helpful. They were so down to chat with me, just like super helpful. So I feel good. I've done my due diligence. So, but it is scary, like to think that this woman's just gonna like show up and I'm gonna be like, here's my baby for the night. I don't know. I'll probably be a little psycho and stay up or some shit and defeat the purpose of having a night nurse, but we'll see. A lot of people have asked me, are you going to show the baby's face on Instagram/socials? I've talked about this before. I completely see why content creators and influencers and public figures do not show their kids. I get it. I agree. I'm not an A-lister. I don't have millions of followers. I don't necessarily think like I'm right now like big enough. I hope to be big enough one day, but I don't think I'm like big enough to be like hiding my baby from the world. I don't know. I just like, it would feel weird. So I think I'm going to show her. As of right now, I'll likely show her again, unless I change my mind, never say never. But I'm not going to be exploiting her. It's not going to be like every time she's awake, come on, we got to create a video. Like I want to have content outside of her for sure. But knowing me, she's going to be in some of my content. It'll probably be the best performing stuff that you guys love the most. Kind of like my stuff with Mike. So I'll probably just like put her and Mike to work like crazy. And Louie too. The whole family's working for me. Tips for surviving the third trimester. I'm struggling. Same. My biggest tip is like, put your husband to work. Don't be afraid to ask him to grab you things. Like my tripod, for example, was all the way downstairs. I was like, I do not want to walk down there and get it. Like I called him and I was like, Mike, can you please bring it up? And he's happy too. If a good husband should be happy to lift a finger or two for you, especially in your third trimester. I don't know, just like give yourself grace. Like I haven't been walking this thing nearly as much. I haven't been walking Louie nearly as much as I used to. And I'm like, that's a Mike job now at this point. I'm too pregnant to be schlepping him around town. He's a big boy. I just like, give yourself time and grace. And if you're in like a corporate job, oh my God, God bless you. I think about you corporate girlies every day, all day. I have a flexible schedule. I can nap in the middle of the day if I want, even though I never do because I'm cuckoo bananas. If I had a corporate job right now, I would have taken off. I would have said maternity leave starts now. There's no way you can like hike into the office right now. It's insane. So I don't know, like talk to your job about being flexible with you if they can, God willing. Yeah, I don't know, just take breaks and say no. That's my tips for third trimester. And like know that you're at the end. It's almost over. You're so close and it's going to be all worth it. That's what they say, at least. Do you have any family coming to help after baby is born? So yeah, our family is like very excited for us. We're very thankful that they're so enthusiastic. We have Jenna wants to come up for the birth to be in the room, which I'm going to allow because, we don't have our mom. And normally like that, I feel like a mom would be in the room sometimes not. Sometimes I do know that oftentimes it's just the husband and people love that experience. So let me know if you did that and loved it. But as of right now, Mike will likely pass out. So I'll need another person there. And I don't know. My sister let me in the room for her first, even though she had to go into an emergency C-section all of a sudden. I pushed with her for 3 hours before that. Her birth story is insane. We're learning from her story. But she was going to let me see that baby come out, and it was just I just remember it being so fun and exciting. I was like so young at the time. But I don't know. I was like, she can come up. And Jenna will be like a good advocate with the doctors for me. Like, she's almost gonna act as a doula for me because I don't have a doula. I don't have a midwife. I just have me, my sister-in-law, who will definitely be on FaceTime like the whole time because she's an OBGYN, and my husband. And that's who's going to be in the room. But I will say, if Jenna starts annoying me, like, I will not hesitate to kick her out. I think she'll be good, and she, like, we can, like, get on each other's nerves so easily. But I think for this, she'll actually be really good and supportive. We'll see. If we start, like, fighting, she out. But no, I think she'll, like, help Mike, too, in a way. We're both so new at this. We don't know what to ask for. And I think Jenna will be a good, like, correspondent with the family so that Mike can be present with me, too. And I'll have her on music duty. And I want to film some of my birth and maybe make a vlog for you guys. So she'll film. I don't know. We'll see how much I'm trying to film when I get there. Oh, and then Mike's mom is going to come up to mainly help with Louie, but, like, is going to pop in and out of the hospital. We were, like, basically, like, we need somebody to come watch Louie. Louie's amazing dog sitter is, of course, traveling during these dates. Never travels, traveling right now, which, well-deserved. We were like, Mike's mom, my mother-in-law, can come stay with him, and then, yeah, just, like, pop in and out of the hospital to, like, meet the baby, see us, whatever she wants. She's going to be very helpful. My dad might come up. My dad is so last minute, and we love him for that. He's like, I might come up for the birth. I'm like, he, like, told that to my sister, not even to me. I'm like, Dad, can we plan? But, like, bless his heart. He can do whatever he wants. He's perfect. And then, I don't know. My in-laws definitely are eager to meet the baby and want to come up at some point. I'm kind of, as of right now, I'm like, everybody come up, swing by. Not everybody, but, like, whoever wants to come can come to meet the baby. But I have heard that it can get so overwhelming, and a lot of couples, like, just want it to be them too, especially when you get home from the hospital and you're bleeding and wearing diapers everywhere and packing your pads with ice packs and witch hazel, and your tits are out 24/7. Like, I want to be, like, whipping my nipples out in front of my father-in-law? No. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of nicely telling people, like, we love the enthusiasm. We welcome it. We welcome the help. That's for sure. And we love our family. Like, I never want our families to feel like they can't come meet their granddaughter or, like, support us. But I keep telling people, I'm like, can we just see? I know we love a plan. Everyone loves a plan, but it's hard to plan because I don't know how we'll be feeling, you know? Somebody asked, can you give a review of the Home Depot tree? This is so out of left field and so random, but I got the Home Depot Grand Duchess Christmas tree. It's our first time doing the fake tree. We usually love a real. If you didn't see on my Instagram, I decorated for Christmas because I want to gaslight myself into not being postpartum and seasonally depressed, even though I know obviously a freaking tree won't cure depression, but can help. So I ordered this tree, and so far so good. It's massive. It's the 9-footer. It's a lot, like, fatter than we expected and kind of takes up all the room I had for the baby stuff downstairs, which kind of stressed me out. But we're going to make it work. It's up for a month, and we'll just move the little downstairs bassinet over a little. This person said, more name hints, please. We have to do a whole name episode. Name hints? I'm trying to think if I can drop, like, a big one on here. I don't know what to give you as a name hint that's not so obvious on here. I've been doing the name hints, and a handful of you have guessed the name, and I'm just like, But some of you are off. I can tell you it's not a flower. A lot of you think it's rose or lily because there were, like, flowers in the background of my photos on stories. It's not a flower. It's nothing to do with the Eagles. It's not a variation of Louis's name. It may or may not be of Italian origin. That's a big hint. And it has cute nickname potential. And it can be spelled in regards to our spelling. My nickname is Nikki, but Niki. And my mom spelled it like that. And she always spelled it like that because her justification for it was, why should you have to write 2 Ks all your life when you can only write 1? Which, thinking back, it's kind of like, okay, so you're just like telling us to be lazy? I don't know. But I thought that was cute. So like, that's all I'm just going to say. Maybe we're spelling it as an homage to my mom. Not saying anything more than that. But I pretty much just like told you guys the name. You're welcome. That's for the podcast listeners, a little perk you get. Oh, this person says, help me with boy names, please. Where's my boy names list? I'm going to rattle off some random boy names that I like. Might name one of my future boys this. According to the psychic I saw last week, I'm having 2 boys after this girl. So that's fun. I'm just going to rattle off some fun boy names that I wrote down on my list. Parker, Owen, Hudson, Leo, Luca, Aiden, Carson, Landon, Vincenzo. That last one. Boy names are tough. This person says, are they inducing you because IVF? And if so, at how many weeks? I'm pregnant via IVF. The plan is 38 or 39. Yeah, so 39 weeks. According to the doctors, IVF used to be like a reasoning that they would induce you early, but it's not anymore because the hospitals in the city are so crowded. So we're like kind of begging / trying. If it were up to me, I'd be induced right now. So we're working on it. It's kind of a long story. It's easier said than done, but I don't know. I learned recently that inducing early is like a thing to do. What belly cream are you using? That Pure Mama belly oil. I'm loving it. This person wants to know about living in Hoboken versus Manhattan. She's moving to the area and just curious. Fun fact, your girl's never lived in Manhattan. I did Hoboken, Brooklyn, back to Hoboken. I never got that experience of living in Manhattan, even though I low-key like feel like I have. I don't know. I mean, listen, we all know the main reason we live in Hoboken is the space, the bang for our buck, Louis, because he honestly needs the space, and our car. That's a huge one. The proximity to our families. It just makes so much more sense for us to have our car here. We see our families all the time. And like Mike is the driving force. Like, again, if it were up to Mike, we would live in like somewhere in Jersey in a house with like a yard and a farm. But I'm a city gal. So like this is our compromise forever, at least for the foreseeable future. But I don't know. I like to like have a delusional thought that one day I'm just going to get like super rich and then make us move into Manhattan. But Mike, I don't know. I'm like, that would be if we like somehow had a yard and a garage. Don't know how that would happen in the city, but we'll see. Do you plan to breastfeed? Yes, I really, really want to breastfeed. I'm putting so much pressure on myself, which I know you're not supposed to do, but my mom was like a huge fan of breastfeeding randomly. She was a nurse and very like loved all that natural stuff. And I really want to. So fingers crossed that I'm able to. I did start milking myself. I did it once. When I say start milking, like literally collected colostrum 2 days ago. Was it? Yeah, over the weekend. I like was hand expressing colostrum out of my titties. I got a little decent amount, which was so crazy and interesting. I was like, oh my God, it's literally in the freezer, like in a little syringe thing. I know some women like start it way earlier and do it every day. I've heard it can induce and start labor and contractions. So honestly, I might go do it right after this. But I was nervous to do it any sooner than right now. Or like the other day. But I have also heard that it can help kind of jumpstart. I've also heard that it can help kind of jumpstart breast milk production. Don't quote me on any of this. And before you start milking yourself, please do ask your doctor if it's okay to do. But yeah, I just thought it was crazy. I was like, oh my God, it's literally like yellow liquid. Okay, there's a lot more questions, but we have no more time. So I'm going to end on this one. How are you feeling? Sore, exhausted, ready to not be pregnant, but grateful and so excited. And like weirdly not nervous for birth. Like I almost like low-key so excited for birth. Like I want to feel like the what it's like to push. I'm planning on the epidural for sure. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not excited for any pain, but I'm just so excited. Like, as I get closer, I just like, I cannot wait to hold. It's gonna make me cry. Ah! She just started kicking while I was saying that. I just can't wait to hold this baby girl in our arms and just like see her and see what she looks like. And like try to nurse her. Hopefully she latches and everything. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm very excited. Like I've been pregnant for freaking ever. So I'm really, really excited. Let's end on a nice potential contraction, shall we? Love you guys. Thank you for your support. If this is the last time we talk before this baby, which like hopefully it is, then I love you. And good luck to you guys out there and wish me luck. Mwah. Thank you so much.